Welcome to the world of exploration. Welcome to the world of learning. Let's start exploring. Let's start learning. This is your very own educator, teacher, philosopher, guide, mentor, one and all. Alright, so we are gonna begin with the second stanza. In the second stanza, the poet, who is the poet, you should be able to now answer. The name of the poet is Edwin Rich or Edwina Rich, right? Whatever suits you, you can call her. It's actually Edwin Rich. So it would be better for you guys out there to call her Edwin Rich, right? So all Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Now fluttering, you can imagine, you can visualize. Poetry is supposed to be visualized, right? Now you're in standard 12, you can visualize, right? Even in psychology and everything, your visualization techniques are there, so you can make use of that, right? So Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering, that is, they're shivering, they're literally shivering, right? So when you find that the question paper is difficult during the examination, sometimes you tend to shiver, right? Your fingers start shivering, your fingers start fluttering. That is what the poet is trying to convey, that she was so tormented, she was so harassed, she was so oppressed and suppressed, that even her fingers were fluttering while she was weaving, while she was uh, uh, weaving the wool, right? So even while she was doing her she was making wool, the fingers started fluttering, they started shivering through her wool. They find even the ivory needle hard to pull. So it becomes very, very difficult for her to even pull the ivory needle. Ivory needle here, and when I'm talking about ivory needle, herein it is also symbolic, right? So it is symbolic. What does it symbolize? It symbolizes that how ivory, it's not a normal needle, otherwise it would have, the poet might, or could have mentioned needle, just needle, but the poet has made the use of ivory. Now ivory, everybody cannot afford ivory. We all are familiar with how ivory is very, very expensive. So we're talking about the upper strata, that means, right? So that means the poet is trying to convey that this is what is happening in the upper strata, in the upper status of the society, in the upper class of the society. So she is finding even the ivory needle. Our needle is otherwise not heavy. It's not, so heavy that it's not so hard also to pull. But she found it very hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Now, massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Now we are talking about the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Just a second. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Now we are talking about that how the massive weight. How can band? You all guys, you all must be wearing rings. Specifically, if I talk about girls, you are in the habit of you're habitual or habit. You like to wear jewels or jewelry, right? We all love to wear jewelry, right? Don't we? So even the boys have started wearing rings nowadays in order to show off, right? So they're light, they're not so heavy. Are they so heavy that one cannot even withstand the weight of that wedding band? No, but here it is symbolic. So the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand, that she is not able to come out of that oppressive, that suppressing, suppressive relationship, that toxic relationship. Nowadays it is referred to as toxic relationship, in which, one is basically, there are constraints in a married life. So that is nowadays referred to as, in modern, in contemporary times, it is referred to as toxic. But it's better not to use such words in your examination, right? Because I have already been the AHE, the assistant head examiner coordinator, so I know that you are supposed to make use of a particular repertoire of words that the examiner wants, right? So then the third stanza, we move on to the third stanza, and herein we get, when aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Now, we are talking about when aunt is actually dead, right? So we are talking about her death. Now, over here, we are talking about her death, right? Her terrified hands. Now, her terrified hands, why only are we talking? So herein we are talking about a particular poetic device, literary device, and you guys have to comment in the comment section below the literary devices that have been used by the poet in this poem. I will check the comment section below and I will let you know. I will separately make a video regarding the literary devices that have been used in this poem. But before that, this is your homework. You're supposed to know. Her terrified hands, it's basically Sonic Doshi or Sonic Doge, right? Terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals. Ordeals is ordeals. What do you mean by ordeals? Difficulties she was mastered by. So basically, herein we also get to see the master slave relationship. Master slave relationship, right? So we get to see master slave relationship, that when aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. They will lie still ringed with ordeals. So even the wedding band would be there. So that would signify that how she's still ringed here again signifies a lot of things. Ringed, we also refer to as ring of uh, fire, right? Then we also see that how in circus rings were used in order they were tortured literally. Animals or the instructors, they how they torture, right? So still ringed, and the third being the ring, so still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. Now the tigers in the panel, that is tapestry that she made, they will go on prancing, they will go on prancing, that is moving, as I have discussed in the previous video. They will go on prancing. Pace is also used for movement, and prancing is also used for movement, right? Prancing, jumping, moving. They will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. So the tiger, that means art outlives the artist. This is what I was talking about. So herein we are talking about how art outlives the artist, right? So she is no longer there. Aunt Jennifer is not no longer there in this world, but the tigers that she had embroidered in the panel, in the tapestry, they are prancing, they're proud and they are unafraid, unlike Aunt Jennifer, who was afraid and who was afraid throughout her life. She was not bold, she was not so proud, she was not, she possessed the. So there's a contrast that is brought between Aunt Jennifer and the tiger that she made, right? So she wanted to imbibe those qualities in her that the tiger possessed. She wanted to be like that so that she could also dominate men, because men aren't afraid of anything except tigers. They're only scared and are afraid by tigers, right? Men are only afraid and scared by tigers. Otherwise, they aren't. They want to hunt. Therefore, they want to hunt tigers. They want to have supreme power. But tigers are unafraid. They're proud. They go on prancing, right? Irrespective of all the things. Clear? And these are the meanings that we have already done. Alright, so with this I come to the main section, that being on Jennifer's tigers. So we have on the surface we have covered this poem. Please do let me know if you like the video. Please click on the like button, share it, subscribe the channel so that you get notified every time I upload some video, one video or the other, right? So please press the bell icon, and when you press the bell icon, press the first option, that is all receive all notifications, so that you get notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you, and till then we will all keep learning and we will all keep growing. This is Sukriti Joshi signing off. Bye bye.